Hi friends, and we can discuss AS3 cash flow statement from ICI study material illustration 4 and already complete theory part and all 10 illustrations that have been uploaded and you can watch all of them through playlist. Today we can discuss the illustration 11. Prepare a cash flow statement for the year ended 31st March 2011 from the following information. Put the heading cash flow statement for the year ending 31st March 2011 in the books of Gamma Limited. So in the direct method, by the provided information, operating activity can be completed by the direct method, because by the provided information I am able to say cash received, some cash sales already given, cash received from customers debtors can be known, cash purchases already given, cash paid to suppliers creditors can be known by the provided information, operating expenses paid, tax paid, everything is straight away given. So you can work out directly by direct method here, and investing activities and financing activities. To work out both of them, there is no any direct and indirect methods, and just there is only one way you have to work out. We know that here asset and investment purchase, asset and investment sales, interest dividend received. Here share capital, debentures like bank loans etc., pooling the money, redemption of money, interest dividend paid. It can be worked out by two ways. I can say that you by the provided information we can handle the direct method. Cash sales we can take collection from debtor, cash purchases, payment to creditors, all operating expenses, tax paid. That's all, simple way to work out. So in the direct method. So first I will read the information, I will explain briefly, just then I will put on the board the same what I explained right now. Prepare a cash flow statement for Gamma Limited for the year ending 31st March 2011. First point is sales given 135 crores. 60% out of that is a cash sale. 135 into 60% is nothing but credit sales. What cash sales? Directly that is obviously cash sales is operating activity. So remaining obviously out of 135 crores into 40% is a credit sales. Credit sales you cannot take here, but you can say that collection from debtors. How it is able to credit sales entry customer to sales, debtor to sales. That is nothing but debtor generated during this year. For that let us add the opening debtor. Debtor generated during the year plus opening debtor, total debtors. Out of that closing debtor should be deducted. That is nothing but collection from debtor. You may have the debtor account. By the debtor account also you can find out the collection from debtor. Otherwise for the credit sales made, opening debtor added, closing debtor deducted. By that also we are able to know collection from debtors. Next one, purchases 55 crores. Out of that 80% one credit basis. Obviously 20% cash purchases, directly operating activity. And 55 into 80%, that is a credit purchases, purchase to creditors. Creditor generated during this year. For that opening creditors added, closing creditors deducted, remaining payment made to creditors. Administration selling expenses 80 crores, 18 crores paid, salary paid 22 crores, both are operating expenses. Company redeemed 20 crores debentures at 10% premium. 20 plus 10% premium means 20 plus 2, 22 you have to pay for the redemption of debentures. Out of that 15 crores debenture holders issued 15 crore worth of shares as a redemption, balance paid out of cash. 22 crores debentures redeemed by the 22 crores, out of that 15 crores redemption by the issue of shares, means 7 crores only paid by cash. So debentures are redeemed by the payment of cash 7 crores. It is obviously financing activity. Here you have to take it. Dividend paid during the year 11.7 crores. Debenture interest paid 1.5 crore. That is also financing activity. Dividend paid during the year 11.7 crores, including the dividend distribution tax. That is also financing activity. Investment costing 12 crores was sold at 2.4 crores profit, which means investment sold at 14.4 crores. That is the amount what we received. That is what investing activity. Okay. Next, 8 crores income tax paid. It is a finance operating activity. Next, a new plant costing 21 crores purchased in part exchange of old plant worth 12 crores, but it is taken by them at 10 crores. So the old plant given and it is accepted by the others at 10 crores. Of course, book value may be 12 crores, but it is taken by them at 10 crores. So out of 21 crores you have to pay. Old asset is given at 10 crores. Remaining 11 crores you have to pay towards cash. That is a investing activity. Cash paid towards purchase of a new plant is 11 crores. That's all. So opening debtor, closing debtor given. Opening creditor, closing creditors given. Opening bank balance given. Obviously, when you work out all these three activities net flow, for that you can add the opening cash equivalents. The result will be closing cash and cash equivalents. Very simple to operate this. Let us see that. Put the heading cash flow from operating activities, direct method, and cash flow from investing activities as well as financing activities. First I would like to take here, so cash sales. Obviously is the cash received by the operating activities. 135 crores into 60%, that is what the cash sales. So the resulting amount is 81 crores. Similarly, cash received from debtors or trade receivable, and obviously 135 crores into 40% plus opening debtor plus minus closing debtor. Let us opening debtor plus 45 and minus 50. For credit sales made, opening debtor being added, closing debtor being deducted, nothing but that is the collection from the debtors. Okay, so the resulting amount is 49. Next, straight away given cash purchases. How it is given cash purchases? Out of 55, 80% credit purchase means 20% is cash purchase. 55 into 20%, 11. 11 crore is a cash purchase. Cash payment to suppliers or creditors. $55 into 80%, this is a credit sales made during this year. For this you can add the opening creditor plus closing creditor minus plus 21 minus 23. Okay, so the resulting amount you may write here 42 outflow. Cash paid to the suppliers 42. Net two expenses are given here, and cash paid are salary paid 22 crores. Administration and selling expenses paid. Both these are operating expenses. 18 crores. The net amount I can say cash flow from operating activities. Cash flow from operating activities before tax, we can say this is 37. Out of this we can say tax paid, and simply it is given 8 crores. Tax paid given 8 crores. Outer column 29. This is what we can say net cash flow from operating activities. And come back to the fourth point, the company redemption of debentures by the payment of cash. And they want to redeem 20 plus a 10% premium, 22 minus, out of that 15 crores are debenture holders were issued 15 crores of equity shares towards redemption, and the balance paid 15 crores by shares. Obviously remaining 7 paid by cash. 7 crores redeemed by the payment of cash debentures. Next, debenture interest paid. Is also financing activity, 1.5 crores. dividend paid including DDT, financing activity, including dividend distribution tax 11.7, investment costing 12 crores, sold at a profit of 2.4 crores, means totally received as sale of investments 14.4 crores. Investing activity, investments 14.4 crores, 8 crores paid income tax already taken, a new plant purchased at 21 crores, but here old asset is given an exchange book value 12 crores, but they accepted at 10 crores. Okay, so cash paid for purchase of a new plant. So within bracket we bought at 21, old asset given at 10 and remaining 11 paid through cash, obviously. Okay, that's all. So anyhow 29 is clearly cash flow from operating activity. Now let us check it. Cash flow from investing activity is 3.4. This is what we can say net cash flow from investing activities. And come back to the last one. This is what all they are looking like outflow items 20.2. This is what we say net cash flow from financing activities. Net of these three we can say this is 12.2. For that add opening cash equivalents. Opening cash equivalents given at 6. Therefore closing cash equivalents 18.2. That's all. This is a simple way to solve this illustration 11, and we can discuss the remaining illustrations and practical questions in the next class. I think you are very clear that in the first class itself I told that, and if you are very strong in the first and where I discussed around half an hour to 40 minutes complete theory part I explained, and definitely I say when you are very perfect in the given theory part like 30-40 minutes, you can handle even hundreds of the problems in the simplest way. Okay, so therefore the theory conceptual knowledge is very important, not only for this topic, for every topic. And I hope definitely you read the entire theory part, you can work out the theory part well, thereafter you can solve all these problems and we can discuss the next problem in the next class. Bye.